Back live tonight here on In Focus, and thanks for staying on. The EFF in the Free State is calling on the Department of Human Settlement to formalize all the informal settlements in the Mangaung Metro municipality. The Red Berets argue that this will help municipalities allocate budgets effortlessly, considering recent cases of underspending of budgets by councils in the province. For more on this conversation, we're joined now by the Free State EFF chairperson, Coach Liphoko. Coach, good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. There's 263 informal settlements by last calculation that you're talking about.
Yes, across all the provinces, various informal settlements, and now of late there was one that needed to have been done, Park, but unfortunately the ANC messed it up. But that's around the figure, yes.
So the department cites, for example, some accomplishments for the financial year 2021-2022. 693 breaking new ground houses delivered, 516 community residential units delivered, 4,219 service sites delivered, 1,850 service sites and households delivered, 172 posts, 1994 title deeds were registered. And it goes on, shows a couple of projects that are underway and that have been enrolled even with the NHBRC. Why are you saying they're dismally failing?
Well, they're dismally failing because even the Auditor General, when he uses his performance report, he says that they are reaching about 18.75 of their target. So it's so bad that these people have applied for the grant, about 600 million. That was returned the last financial year. And the year before that, 155 was returned. So these people are not meeting the targets. Whatever they're boasting about, it's so wrong. They're misleading everyone. And there's a serious demand that when you go on the ground, you meet this thing. And the backlog is so bad that currently informal settlements are increasing, and all we're asking for is for them to formalize them so that these people can start getting services.
Yeah. So why are you saying they are unable to meet targets when they are saying their vacancy rate, I mean, is only at 18%? They've managed to fill all critical posts, so they've got the kind of skills that are needed really to carry out the work.
Well, let's first start with why are we saying they're unable to reach the target. It's because the Auditor General is saying that 18.75, where there's so much need, and you're retaining about 600 million, the latest, that's the latest. You're retaining that amount of money. I think that's a dismal performance. And about posts, well, we don't know exactly what they're talking about because there are people who are sitting at home. Look at the CSM manager who's sitting at home, the CFO who is there corruptly so because he's now out on bail with the asbestos saga in the same department and is busy working in the same department. So we're not really sure what critical posts are they talking about when senior managers are so much conflicted in the same department. So maybe they are only talking about junior staff. But senior management is a serious crisis in that department.
So let's look at 2022-2023. They committed, at least MEC Dugwane in his speech, to building 2,191 units across the province at a cost of 300 million or 311 million or so. This would include community residential units program, which they say is moving at the desired pace. To date, they have completed 516 units against their medium-term financial strategy target of 1,540. They are talking of 3 projects, the Duck and Silver City in Mangaung Metropolitan Municipality, as well as the G Hostel in the Machabeng local municipality that they're talking about. Are these all projects that are happening? Are they moving? Are they at a standstill? What is your knowledge about those projects?
What they are claiming is not true. I mean, everyone here in Bloemfontein will tell you that Silver City project, it's not, that thing is not habitable. Nobody is allowed to go in. G Hostel is virtually collapsing. You go there, here, walls are falling in. It's so bad that these people I don't know what they're boasting about, but whatever they're saying, what we see on the ground is a totally different picture. And the amount of houses they're claiming to build, they could not build houses up until this year, where they outsourced it to a Limpopo company. Only God knows what's happening to Free State companies that they are unable to give them that project. But they gave one company about 2,000 houses and is unable to build anything because of their issues there. The contractor cannot even pay the employees there. So it's so bad that we don't know what they are claiming, but what we get on the ground is a totally different issue. Even some of the completed houses that they are referring to, they are still not habitable. It's just they were given to our people to live into a house that when you are inside, you can visually see what's happening outside. Walls are so terrible. So we don't know what they are claiming there, but it's totally not true.
Yeah. What's happening with the sites at the Klipfontein farm? Are they being given to people?
Well, lately, the sites, I mean, the title deed against the number that they had set for themselves, the target was 2,775. So far, they had only given 105. So we're worried that whatever they are saying they are giving to people is not a true reflection of what they're getting on the ground.
Yeah. The minister would have acknowledged that, of course, things are not moving as quickly as they should be moving, and said she would intervene. Has she intervened?
Well, we still are waiting, because her intervention would mean that the HOD who was employed without any proper experience of public service, she has no understanding of what's happening. I don't even want to talk about the MEC. Would have been dealt with by now, because there has to be consequences. We can't move with such a slow pace. Money being returned to National Treasury. Workers are protesting in that department. The MEC is nowhere to be found. It's total chaos. And if the minister wanted to intervene, she would have intervened and would have seen that by suspension of an HOD. If there's a CFO now who is on trial with the same matters of asbestos in the same department, and the same CFO is still in the same department performing all functions, I think something is wrong. So there's no intervention at all from the ministry.
That's Coach Liphoko. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming on. But maybe before I let you go, so what are you calling for at this particular point? What must happen?
Well, we're saying these people, because we are gunning for removing them from office come the 29th of May. Before they go out of office, they must do the honorable thing and start building houses seriously and pay the contractors that even try and give Free State province contractors who are capable of building those houses in order to fast track. We don't believe there's crisis with relation to money. There is money in that department, but people of everywhere, it's Vogelfontein, and everywhere in Bloemfontein, Monala, all informal settlements, I think they can speedily deal with them jointly with municipalities.
I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on, Coach Liphoko there with the EFF in the Free State.